The current strength of the dollar, which is causing so much difficulty for some of your industries, creates obvious pressures for special cases, for new trade barriers to a free market. I am certain that your administration is right to resist such pressures. To give in to them would betray the millions in the developing world, to say nothing of the strains on your other trading partners. The developing countries need our markets as we need theirs. And we can't preach economic adjustment to them and refuse to practice it at home. And second, we must remember that the way in which we in the developed countries manage our economies determines whether the world's financial framework is stable, it determines the level of interest rates, it determines the amount of capital available for sound investment the world over, and it determines whether or not the poor countries can service their past loans, let alone compete for new ones. And those are the reasons why we support so strongly your efforts to reduce the budget deficit. No other country in the world can be immune from its effects. Such is the influence of the American economy on us all. We in Europe have watched with admiration the burgeoning of this mighty American economy. There is a new mood in the United States. A visitor feels it at once. The resurgence of your self-confidence and your national pride is almost tangible. Now the sun is rising in the West. For many years, our vitality in Britain was blunted by excessive reliance on the state. Our industries were nationalized, controlled and subsidized in a way that yours never were. We're having to recover the spirit of enterprise which you never lost. Many of the policies you are following are the policies we are following. You have brought inflation down, so have we. You have declared war on regulations and controls, so have we. Our civil service is now smaller than at any time since the war, and controls on pay, prices, dividends, foreign exchange, all are gone. You have encouraged small business, so often the source of tomorrow's jobs. So have we. But above all, we're carrying out the largest program of denationalization in our history. Just a few years ago in Britain, privatization was thought to be a pipe dream. Now it's a reality, and a popular one. Our latest success was the sale of British Telecommunications. It was the largest share issue ever to be brought to the market on either side of the Atlantic. Some 2 million people bought shares. Members of Congress, that is what capitalism is. A system which brings wealth to the many and not just to the few. The United Kingdom economy is in its 4th year of recovery, slower than yours, but positive recovery. We've not yet shared your success in bringing down unemployment, although we are creating many new jobs. But output, investment, and standard of living are all at record levels, and profits are well up. And the pound, it is too low. But whatever the proper international level of sterling, it's a marvelous time for Americans not only to visit Britain, but to invest with us. And many are. America is by far the largest direct investor in Britain, and I'm delighted to say that Britain is the largest direct investor in the United States. The British economy has an underlying strength. And like you, we use our strength and resolve to carry out our duties to our allies and to the wider world. We were the first country to station cruise missiles on our territory. Britain led the rest. In proportion to our population, we stationed the same number of troops as you in Germany. In Central America, we keep troops stationed in Belize at that government's request. That is our contribution to sustaining democracy in a part of the world so vital to the United States. We have troops in Cyprus and in the South Atlantic, and at your request, a small force in Sinai, and British servicemen are now on loan to some 30 foreign countries. We were alongside you in Beirut. We work with you in the Atlantic and in the Indian Oceans. Our Navy is on duty across the world. Mr. Speaker, Britain meets her responsibilities in the defense of freedom throughout the world, and she will go on doing so. But members of Congress, closer to home, there is a threat to freedom, both savage and insidious. Both our countries have suffered at the hands of terrorists. We have both lost some of our best young lives, and I have lost some close and dear friends. Free, strong, democratic societies will not be driven by gunmen to abandon freedom or democracy.